Hello pretties! Today's video is going to be a bracelet video tutorial using one of Heidi's gorgeous artisan crafted polymer clay beads. I did do a video on earrings that I made to match this. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And okay, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm just using, you see all these beautiful gorgeous beads with all this lovely sparkle. I am going to clip off, I just cut a piece of wire, beading wire to string on, and I'm going to use my little bead buddy and clamp off one of the ends so all my beads don't go falling on the floor. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but I got some spacer beads and I have these gorgeous faceted rondelles and the little flat spacer beads with that titanium coating and some little Swarovski crystals. And I know that I wanted to use the round polished beads that I got with titanium finish that I had bought from Dollar Bead Box, and I did an unboxing video on that as well, my order. But I wanted to use those, and in the earrings I used the little bead caps to frame those polished beads. And so I wanted to use my bead caps in the bracelet, but I only had I think 12 left. So anyway, I'm only using 3 of the round polished beads on each side because, you know, I only had the 6 bead caps left to frame those. So in between that, I'm going to be using some of the faceted rondelles, some of these spacers, and some of the flat beads. But I have to figure out the pattern. So I'm going to take you along with me, and hopefully hopefully we can do this pretty painlessly. But I'm going to, I think I'm going to have I'm going to start with well, you know what, I can always add it to the other side. Let me get my length first. So I'm going to start with this faceted rondelle, drop it down, and I'll try to leave this in the camera as much as I can. And then I think I want to do, I don't want tons of silver because I'm already having the silver from the bead caps. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try to string on maybe 3 or 4 of these flat ones. And so we'll see how that looks. And then you got to get quite a few of them together before they'll kind of show up because they're so thin. 3, 4, and then I think maybe I'll do a spacer and 4 more of the flat. Let's see, dropping them on my bead mat so I can just pick them up hopefully a little bit easier. And then once I get this first one going, I'll see if I like how that pattern looks. If not, we'll take it apart and do something else. I'm hoping it works though. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to drop that down. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about that spacer. It's kind of big. Let's see what else I have. I like the spacers. Taking y'all along for a little journey with me. Alright, let's see. I don't want anything too tiny, but I'm wondering if this one might work better. It looks like 2 spacer beads together, but it's like soldered together. But I think that it might give me enough room, but not be quite as bulky as that. So let me take a few of these out. Sometimes, you know, you have something, an idea in your head, and then once you start stringing it, it doesn't look quite like you thought it was going to look, or it's just too much. Like this is just too big. These beads are not big, and I want that focal to be the main you know, part of the design. So I'm going to go ahead and try this spacer, and let's see how we feel about this. I wonder if anybody's out there yelling at me, no, put the other one back. Oops. 1. Come on, beads, work with me. Yeah, work with me. They're so thin. And this, you know, like I said, getting your pattern going is to me, the hardest part. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. Okay, so after that, I think I'm gonna do my bead cap and the smooth polished little titanium bead. And the other bead cap. I can't afford to lose my bead caps. Where to go? I only have so many. Please don't get lost. I just have to drop everything and then doing it on camera, that would be my luck. Okay. Alright, so let me see if I'm liking that so far. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think I like that. Now, I am going to... Do I want to add a crystal? No, not a I'm trying to figure out where I want to add my bicone. Okay, so maybe I can do another station like this and add the bicone in the middle of that, or will it be too much? See, I think I need the silver in between the titanium. It's a lot of titanium. I may just use the little crystals on the end if I need to add extra length, and maybe one on each side of this. I think so I do. Okay, so let me go ahead and do another section. And what do I need? 4 of these. I'm going to move these a little bit closer to me. They're so darn thin. But they have such a presence. I love how when they're stacked together you can see all those colors from the coating shining off of them. Okay, so I'm going to need another one of these spacers. Trying to stay. I'm so used to working so close to my face. And then this is like I keep wanting to put it back around so I can see it closer. Oh, come on, beads. I have been so excited since I've gotten my mail and opened my beads from Heidi to make something, and this is the first chance I've had to make something with the beads, and I really want to do them justice because they're just gorgeous. Okay, so let's see, we have 2. Yeah, I think I like that. That's going to be nice. I hope it's not too small. I don't think so, though. Because like I said, I want that to stand out. And I'm not really... I mean, I guess I could have used bigger beads, but I'm just not... On my wrist, I don't like real chunky beads. I can wear them around my neck, but not on my wrist. Like that. Okay, so I'm hoping this just tutorial is not too terribly long. I may try to speed it up if it gets too long while I'm just stringing this on. You know what? I think I'm going to pause it and get to the length that I need and come back and I'll show you how I finish it off. So stay with me. Okay, so we're back now. I've unstrung the length of the bracelet. I actually took off some extra that I had on the side and ended it off with a little bicone on each side. And I really like it. I think it looks really, really pretty. So I decided to go with this toggle clasp because it kind of reminds me of a nautical theme. Like it looks like the rope on the boat. So that's why I decided on that toggle. And so I'm just going to unstring this side. Take my little bead bug off. Love these little bead bugs. So cute. Got those at Joann's. Okay, so I am going to put on a crimp bead, crimp tube, and my end of my toggle. Put it back through the crimp bead. Pull that up close to the toggle. I'm going to get my crimpers. And let me get this in camera for y'all. Okay, I'm just going to push that. You don't want it right up against it because then your toggle won't have any space to move and once you crimp your beads. Okay, so I'm going to crimp it one way and then turn it and crimp it in the first hold. And then I kind of just like lightly pinch mine together to make it a little flat. And there's your crimp. If I can get that to focus. Alright, there's your crimp bead. Okay, so I usually, and I know you don't have to, but I usually try to get my beads to go back to the end of that tail. It may have nothing to do with stability, but it makes me feel like it's more secure. And just, I don't have to worry about being able to see it when I clip it off. Okay, but I do have to be able to get the beads in. Eyes don't want to work today. Okay, so I just kind of string those on and go down. I usually just go back until I run out of wire. Okay, get back in focus here. Back on frame. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue to try to work that wire. And if it's too much of a hassle, you can always snip it off. Of course, it's being like a child. When you're on camera, they don't do what you want them to do, you know. When you tell a child to listen to you around people, they don't want to listen to you. That's kind of how the beads are when you're trying to film this stuff. I don't feel like I've gotten the whole video, jewelry making on the video down pat just yet. Okay, so I'm going to drop the rest of my beads down to the end. And you kind of, when you crimp that last crimp bead, you kind of want to make sure that it's bent so that you have some flexibility, because if not, if you crimp it and it's straight, you're going to get a really tight crimp, but then you're not going to have any flexibility in your bracelet. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to take my little bead bug off, throw it over there, and let me cut some of this excess wire off, because I had way too much. I always cut too much because I feel like if I need to undo something, I can always go back and cut the rest off. I can't add to the wire once it's on there. So, okay. Add the other crimp bead, the other end of our toggle. Oops, I got the dropsies today. I think I always have the dropsies. Alright, and then go back through your crimp bead. Don't lose your tail. And I had a subscriber ask me, made a comment to ask me if I would show my rings on camera one time when I was making a video. So let me go do that right quick while I'm thinking about it. These are my wedding rings, and this one says keep going. It's got the arrow that goes around it, and then my infinity that goes all the way around. So I hope you're watching. If you are, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Okay, so I do have some flexibility in this bracelet, and I pulled it tight. So I am going to take my crimpers, move that out the way. It's being stubborn. Okay, move that out the way, hold my toggle out the way. One way, and then turn that fold to where it's sideways before you crimp again. I find it gives a nice clean crimp. Alright, let's see. Crimp again, and then just flatten it together. I like to make sure it's closed really good. Okay, and that is flat, nice clean crimp. Alright, and then let me just cut this excess wire off. Why is everything not cooperating today? Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to try to hide that in. Did you notice that? I just realized that my scissors are that titanium. I love that. I love the multicolored. I think it's so cool. Okay, so let me see if I can work that little wire into the end of that bead. If not, I can go back and just snip that a little bit closer. But that's the bracelet finished off. And I'm wondering if I should dangle a charm to match. I could dangle a little charm. Let's just do that right quick. I have a head pen right here. Oh, I need an eye pen to match my little dangles on my earring. I think I'm gonna do that. I think that would be pretty. Okay, so let me grab. I'm gonna grab an eye pen. Stay with me, guys. Eye pen, where'd it go? There we are. Okay. Grab a couple of those. Alright, so what do I want to do? I want to add maybe, I don't want it real big because the charm's going to hang down. So maybe I'll just add a little bicone on this one. Yeah, I think that's all I really want. I don't want it big. So I'm going to, just like I did in the other video, if you watched the other one where I made the earrings, I just bend it over my nail, snip off what I don't need, and roll it back, adjust, roll it back, adjust, until you get it to where you have a little loop on each side. Okay, so that's going to be one. I can go ahead and open that up, and oh, I gotta grab a charm. Hold on. I wasn't anticipating putting the dangles on. Alright, so I'm gonna get me one of these little shells. Again, these are available in my Facebook group. I'll have a link to the Facebook group in the description box below, where I sell jewelry, supplies, findings, beads, gemstones, cabochons, and also take requests. So if you're looking for something, you can always message me and I will do my best to find it for you. So yeah, definitely check out the Facebook group and let me know if you're looking for anything, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so let me open this side to add it to, yeah, I should be able to add it to that. Let's see if we can add it straight to the toggle instead of having to add a jump ring, because that's just going to give it more length, and I really didn't want to do that. It just depends on how thick this toggle clasp is. You know what, I'm going to close this up and grab a jump ring, because I feel like it's just not big enough. So I'm going to make that dangle. There's the one that I'm going to dangle, and I'm trying to decide if I should do a little swirly too. Let's see. Decisions. I think I will. I think I'll add the little dangle, the little swirly. The little swirly charm. Okay. And then what do I want to put on the top? I got the small bicone. Guess I can do one of the faceted rondelles. Fold it over my nail. Stay in the camera, Angela. Stay in the camera. Snip. Get the curling pliers. That's what I call them anyway, the curling pliers. Around and around and around she goes until she closes. Alright. Now I'm going to put my little charm on the bottom of that one. Come here, you little swirly, you. Love these charms. I really do. If you have any friends that are interested in jewelry making, please direct them over to my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it. And also to the Facebook group. Okie dokie. Trying to get that Facebook group growing. a little bit more so that we can do some special sales in that group. Okay, so I have my 2 little dangles made. Let me grab some jump rings. Come on, jump rings, where are you at? They're hiding on me. Do not hide on me. Okay, let's see. And I think I want, pardon my ruckus over here. Let's see. I want one that's fairly large because I'm gonna put them on the same jump ring, but one that's a little bit thicker so that it don't just like pull off if it gets knocked around a little bit. Because you know this is a bracelet, so it's gonna get knocked around a little bit in the back. All right, so I am going to open this jump ring, and again, always do it forward, front to back. Like don't ever pull it apart sideways. All right, I'm gonna add my little dangles. Love it. Let me turn that one around. Yes, like that. Okay, and then add it to here. Actually, where's my little ring? I love this little ring. I don't know if any of y'all have these, but I love these jump ring closing rings. They help so much. And then you just make sure that's good and closed. And it has different sizes on it, for like big jump rings and then like smaller jump rings. And you just put the edge of the jump ring in there and it helps you to close it. I need it on the big side for this one. But you just put your jump ring in there and it helps you to twist and close, and you're not trying to yank with 2 big pairs of pliers. Okay, so there's the little dangles. Love it, so cute. There's that gorgeous bead, ammonite bead. Those stunning colors. Love it. Oh, I love this. I love this set. Yay. And those little charms are going to flip around. But, oh my goodness, I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this set and put it at the end of the video so you can see it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Please click on the subscribe button when the bell appears. Click on it to get notifications every time I upload a video. So that you can see future unboxings, video hauls, and jewelry making videos to come. So thank you for watching my video, and until next time, bye guys.